Loneliness, we've all felt it. It's that gnawing feeling that creeps in when we least expect it, often in the quiet moments of our lives. A hollow space deep within, a longing for connection. It's more than just being alone, it's the absence of meaningful relationships, the lack of someone who truly understands us, a yearning for understanding. It whispers in the quiet moments and shouts in the crowded rooms. It's the feeling of being surrounded by people, yet feeling completely isolated. Loneliness is a universal language. It transcends age, culture, and circumstance. No matter where we are in the world or what stage of life we are in, we all experience it at some point. We are created for connection. God said, "It is not good for man to be alone." Genesis 2:18. This innate need for companionship is woven into the very fabric of our being. We are wired for relationship with Him and with each other. Our souls crave the warmth of human touch, the comfort of a shared laugh, the solace of a listening ear. But sometimes the silence screams, the isolation stings. It's in these moments that we feel the weight of our solitude the most. We may feel forgotten, overlooked, misunderstood. It's as if we are invisible, lost in the sea of faces that pass us by every day, like we are wandering a desert, parched for a drop of belonging. The vast emptiness around us mirrors the emptiness we feel inside, but even in the desert, hope blooms. Even in the driest season, God's love nourishes. It's a reminder that we are never truly alone, that there is always a glimmer of hope, even in the darkest times. We are never truly alone. In our moments of deepest despair, we can find solace in the knowledge that we are loved, that we are seen, and that we are valued. The journey through loneliness can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and a stronger connection with those around us. When loneliness echoes, listen closely, for in the stillness God speaks. He whispers promises of comfort. He reminds us of His unwavering love. He assures us, "I am with you always," Matthew 28:20. Sometimes we search for His presence in grand gestures, but He often reveals Himself in the gentle breeze, the warmth of the sun, the comforting silence of a sunrise. Look around. He is present. He is in the beauty of creation, in the kindness of strangers, in the quiet moments of reflection. He is with you in the valley. He walks beside you on the mountaintop. His presence is constant. The Bible is filled with stories of loneliness. David, a man after God's own heart, knew the depths of despair. He faced countless trials and tribulations, from being hunted by King Saul to dealing with personal failures and family strife. Yet in his darkest moments, he turned to God, seeking solace and strength. He cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Psalm 22:1. These words echo the profound sense of abandonment he felt. Job, stripped of everything, questioned his fate. He lost his wealth, his health, and his family, yet he never lost his faith. His story is a testament to enduring faith amidst unimaginable suffering, yet even in their anguish they clung to faith. They poured their hearts out to God, laying bare their fears, doubts, and pain. Their prayers were raw and honest, a true reflection of their inner turmoil. And in those raw, honest prayers they found solace. They discovered they were not alone. Their connection with God provided a sense of peace and understanding that transcended their immediate circumstances. Their words resonate through the ages. They remind us that we are not the first to feel lost. These ancient texts offer a bridge between the past and the present, showing us that human suffering and divine comfort are timeless, or broken, or abandoned. Their stories offer comfort. They serve as a reminder that even in our darkest hours there is hope. The experiences of David and Job teach us that suffering is a part of the human condition, but so is the possibility of redemption and healing. They assure us that God hears our cries. He understands our pain. The divine presence is not distant or indifferent. It is compassionate and ever-present, ready to offer comfort and guidance. And He walks with us through every season. Whether we are in a season of joy or sorrow, abundance or scarcity, God's presence remains constant. This assurance can be a source of immense comfort, reminding us that we are never truly alone in our journey. Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you, Hebrews 13:5. This is God's promise, an unbreakable vow etched across time. He is our refuge, our strength, our ever-present help in times of trouble, Psalm 46:1. No matter how deep the loneliness, He is deeper still. No matter how wide the chasm of despair, His love bridges the gap. He gathers our broken pieces. He binds our wounds. He whispers words of hope. He is the Good Shepherd. He leaves the 99 to find the one lost sheep, Luke 15, for you are that one, precious, loved, cherished. Section 5. Footprints in the sand, stories of faith triumphing over despair. Throughout history, countless souls have found solace in God's presence in moments of despair. When the world seemed to crumble around them, they turned to their faith for strength and guidance. This unwavering belief has been a source of comfort and resilience, helping them navigate through the most challenging times. Corrie Ten Boom, imprisoned in a concentration camp during World War II, clung to her faith with an unyielding grip. Despite the horrors she faced daily, her belief in God provided her with a sense of hope and purpose. She found solace in the Scriptures, which became her beacon of light in the darkest hours. In the darkest hours, she found strength in His Word. The Bible's verses were not just words on a page. They were lifelines that kept her spirit alive. Each passage she read reinforced her belief that she was not alone, that a higher power watched over her even in the bleakest of times. Her story reminds us that even in unimaginable suffering, God is near. Her faith was a testament to the power of belief, showing that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, one can find peace and strength through spiritual connection. Mother Teresa, dedicating her life to the poorest of the poor, experienced the depths of human suffering. Yet she radiated joy. Her unwavering faith in God fueled her compassion and dedication. She saw Christ in every person she helped, which gave her the strength to continue her mission despite the immense challenges she faced. Her compassion flowed from her deep connection with Christ. This connection was the source of her boundless energy and love, allowing her to touch the lives of countless individuals. Her faith was not just a personal belief, but a driving force that inspired her actions and brought hope to those in need. She taught us that love for others can heal our own loneliness. Through her selfless acts, she demonstrated that true happiness and fulfillment come from serving others. Her life was a powerful reminder that faith, when coupled with action, can transform lives and bring light to the darkest corners of the world. These individuals and countless others stand as beacons of hope. Their stories are not just tales of personal triumph, but lessons for all of us. They show that faith can guide us through the most challenging times, providing a steady light in the midst of darkness. They illuminate the path through darkness. Their unwavering belief and actions serve as a guide for others, showing that no matter how difficult the journey, faith can lead us to a place of peace and understanding. Their stories remind us that faith can bloom even in the harshest conditions. Just as a flower can push through the cracks in a sidewalk, so too can faith flourish in the most unlikely places. These tales of resilience and hope inspire us to hold on to our beliefs, no matter the circumstances, and trust that brighter days are ahead. Section 6, a love letter from the Father, Scripture as personal assurance. Think of the Bible as a love letter from God, every verse a whispered affirmation of His love. When loneliness threatens to consume you, open His Word, let His promises wash over you. He says, "Fear not, for I am with you," Isaiah 41:10. He reminds us, "I have loved you with an everlasting love," Jeremiah 31:3. His words are a balm for the soul, a soothing melody in the cacophony of life. Meditate on His promises, write them down, speak them out loud, let them take root in your heart. Section 7, Embracing Solitude, Finding Strength in God's Presence. Solitude is not the enemy. It can be a sacred space, a time for reflection, a chance to deepen your relationship with God. In the quiet, we learn to hear His voice. Use this time to pray, to journal, to meditate on His word. Let Him fill the empty spaces with His peace, His love, His joy. When we learn to find contentment in His presence, loneliness loses its grip. We discover that true fulfillment comes not from others, but from our relationship with Him. Section 8, Cultivating Connection, Seeking Community in Faith. While God's presence sustains us, we are also called to community. Seek out a church family. Surround yourself with people who will uplift and encourage you. Share your struggles. Ask for prayer. Offer support to others. In the tapestry of faith, we are threads woven together. We need each other. We are stronger together. Reach out. Connect. Don't let loneliness isolate you. There is strength in numbers. There is healing in shared experience. Section 9, From Loneliness to Love, Transforming Our Perspective. Loneliness can be a catalyst for growth. It can draw us closer to God. It can refine our compassion for others. Instead of fearing it, embrace it as an opportunity. Use this time to nurture your relationship with God, to serve others, to discover new passions. Let loneliness transform you. Let it refine your heart. Let it make you more like Christ. Section 10, Never Alone, Resting in God's Everlasting Arms. Remember, you are never truly alone. God is with you always. He knows your heart. He sees your pain, and He loves you unconditionally. Rest in His promises. Find solace in His word. Seek community with other believers. And know that even in the depths of loneliness, His love will carry you through. You are loved. You are cherished. You are His forever and always.